Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today again we are going to discuss something related to the civil engineering, and this is also an important chapter in the curriculum. The name is like estimate. So we are going to discuss elaborately the four terms. What is estimate and what is the necessity of estimate? Then what are the data required for the preparing an estimate? And then later on we are going to discuss what are the types involved in it. So in briefly or in a detailed manner we are going to discuss the types of estimates in our coming video in the next series, but in today's session we are going to just overview what is estimate and what are the things that are necessary for this particular estimate procedure. Basically, as we know that estimate plays a very important role in the civil engineering, we can say overall whatever may be the construction procedures. Estimate plays a very important role, because unless until we have an estimate we did not have an idea what things we need to for what purpose, what charges will be required, and accordingly it will be planned. So estimate plays a very important role. First of all, estimate is nothing but a process of calculating the quantities of various items of works involved in the project. So various items, whatever may be the involved, like steel, how much concrete, how much cement, how much what we can say, how much cement bags, how much aggregate, how much the rest of the like aluminum, whatever may be the components are required to be ordered on the site. We first need to analyze the cost for it. And how we are going to do it? By estimating, or you can say by predicting the cost, because we know what is the market rate. Okay, what is the market rate for particular item? And we know again, there are I think a specific rate analysis is also there. So in coming session definitely we are going to discuss that part also, because it is also an important topic. Before going towards the next content, please like, share and subscribe our channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of our next video. Thank you. To be discussed. So estimating and costing, that overall we can say the subject, we will bring the series of it and we will discuss one by one everything. Okay, so estimating is nothing but the process. If you have been asked for the definition of estimate, you can write it down in this way. That is, estimation or estimate is the process of calculating the quantities of various items or works involved in the project. Okay, estimate is also a document which furnishes the quantities of different works involved. Okay, so also we can say that it will carry out, or it will give you the idea that what are the quantities of different works we will require, like how much quantity of steel. Cost is the second part, but quantity also we need to analyze, and that we can calculate from this particular procedure. Their rates and expenditure anticipate in a project. Okay. Then the next thing which we are going to discuss here is necessity of estimate. Okay, the very first necessity is nothing but to know about the approximate cost of building construction. Okay, so once we have an estimate in our hand, we know what is the cost of that particular building, because adding all the things will get an idea. Okay, then calculate the tax of building, how much tax we need to pay, that also will get an idea. What is the budget of that particular building? From that you will get that particular point also. Then third one is to fix the rent of building, because if that building is to be set for giving it on a rent, that time we also need to analyze in what area it is. So accordingly also rent will matter, because prices will get changed according to the area, whether it is a developed one, whether it is not developed, whether it is developing. Accordingly the prices will get changed, but from estimate we'll at least have a certain idea that what things or what rates will be there. Then the next one is, because you might have seen the brochures or certain like advertises are there from the certain builders, that particular builders, that they are constructing a buildings in that particular area where the cost or budget of 2 BHK, 1 BHK, 3 BHK is something like 1 BHK is for 25 lakhs or for 50 lakhs, 2 BHK, 3 BHKs for 80 lakhs. Like, they will give you a certain idea. Again, tax and everything, when you are going to broad the, if you want to take that flat, then or whatever maybe the building, then the rate will get changed, because they will include many more charges in that. But the primary estimate, if you want, or primary value, if you want to know, it will be available from that particular thing. So we have discussed this topic, that is to fix the rent of building. To know about the various items of works involved in the building construction, and arrange the available materials of the construction. Because, take an example, if I know that I will require like 1 ton of steel, or whatever maybe the quantity of steel to be ordered on the site in the like like if I want to order it, if I know it previously, then it will be helpful for me that I can pre-planned it, what how I'm going to order it and all. So I can make a stock of it, and whenever it is required, I can provide it to the laborers. So it will be a easier task for me. That's why again it is an important parameter, that you will know what are the items of works are required, and accordingly you can arrange the materials, and you can make sure that it is required quantity, whether it is available on the site or not. Then the fifth one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now fifth one is to arrange the labors of the construction work. You know that the every activity in the construction labors um, are very important, because for constructing a building, labor plays a very important role. If you have a material, without labors it cannot be done. So labor, again there will be a skilled labor, non-skilled labor. Accordingly their charges will get like different one. Their charges will be different according to the their what we can say, the whether they are skilled or not. Accordingly they will be, the charges will get changed. To take the approval for the government works, okay, because if you once fix the rates, you can take approval from the government, because you can give them an idea that this will be a budget of building, and if once it gets sanctioned, you can proceed for the further works. Then next is to having the loan from the bank, because if that building, before getting possession to the owner, that building is been constructing, and you also have to give a budget to your owner, so that that owner can give that particular amount to the respective bank, so that he or she, whoever may be the owner of that building, they will get a loan, because that much of amount we cannot directly pay to the builder. So they have to like give an proper application to the bank and all. So for that procedure also, estimate plays a very important role. Okay, then proceeding with the next part, that is data required for preparing an estimate. So what is the data that we need for preparing an estimate? Because as in my previous video, in which we have discussed the stages in building construction, in that time also I have given you a clear-cut idea that what will be the procedure, what are the stages. So here also the first step is drawing. In that I discussed first work is, or first stage is paperwork. So here we are providing, or we are listing, first thing is drawing, because once you have a detailed drawing plan, okay, once you have a detailed drawing plan, you can like take necessary detail or measurements of various items of work. Because without plan, we cannot calculate the estimate. Again, to calculate the estimate, there are certain method, long wall method, short wall method, long wall, short wall method, center line method, various methods are there. And for calculating or for estimating the quantities, we need the drawing plan, because without drawing plan, we cannot go further. So the very first step whenever you are going to construct any building is nothing but a paperwork, and that is nothing but a drawing. And drawing will be done in AutoCAD. First, it can be done on the paper, but nowadays it is not mandatory that it should be done on the paper, because the software is there. It is quite very easy. We can draw a plan in AutoCAD simply, and elevation section, whatever we can call it as a working drawing. Once it gets sanctioned, then it can go for the further calculations of the estimates. Then the next important parameter which we need to discuss is specifications. Okay, first one we have discussed. Specification gives the nature, quality, and class of materials, their proportions, method of execution, workmanship, and the class of labor required. The cost of the work varies with the specification. The cement mortar with 1:3 costlier than the cement mortar 1:6. It is okay. So specifications are again very important. So specification, what is the specification? What is the necessity of creating this specification? That we will discuss elaborately in our next video. Okay, but it is also an important part. Then the next one is like rates. Okay, it is rate. The rate for various items of work is nothing but an important parameter, because once you calculate the estimate is nothing but calculating the quantities. So multiply by cost is nothing but you will get a approximate costing, we can call it as. So for calculating the costing of work, you need to multiply it with the rate of materials, rate of item of work. If you are calculating the like rate of amount to be paid for the skilled labors, you know, for one work how much amount to be paid for the skilled labor, for non-skilled labor. Accordingly, you can multiply with that day how much time he has work or he or she has work, and multiply with the cost, and you will get the estimate. So likewise, it also plays an important role. So we'll read this very elaborately. The rates for various items of work, the rate for various materials to be used in the construction, the wages of different categories of labor should be available for preparing an estimate. The location of the work and its distance of source of material and cost transport should be known. Because if you are constructing a building, uh, but you are not available with the materials nearby, and if you are like taking that material from the far distance away, then you also have to pay the some charges to transportation. Because if it is coming from the tilting mixer, from mixing van, if you are ordering the concrete, then they take the charges again. So, and if you are doing this concreting procedure or whatever may be the things, certain things can be done on the site also, but certain things cannot be done on the site. So they have to be ordered from that particular like we can say the shops or some factories, everything. So we also have to include that parameter, that is source of material, cost of transport. That also should be known. These rates may be obtained from the standard schedule rate. Scheduled rate, it varies from district to district, I think, according to my knowledge, but we will confirm it. To prepare an accurate estimate, a detailed estimate of quantities of items of work and an abstract estimate of the quantities and their unit rates are required. Okay, so all of these things we should consider while we are creating the estimate. Okay. Then the last one which we are going to discuss is types of estimates. Okay, so first one is preliminary estimate. Actually, broadly, three estimates are to be considered. That is preliminary estimate, then approximate estimate, and detail estimate. These are all the supplementary, that is plinth area estimate, cube rate estimate, because they come under certain category. That is plinth area estimate, I think it comes under the approximate estimate. Supplementary, revised estimate, sub estimate, annual repair or maintenance estimate, and complete estimate. So these are all the types of estimate. Broadly, we will discuss it in our coming tutorials. Okay. So I hope you guys got some good knowledge from today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.